So here's my new, I changed everything around in my garden. I took all the collard greens out that I had separated and I just wanted them in one area, okay? And so what I did was I did this, okay? So there's about maybe 12 of them, 15, I'm not sure how many, but I scattered them all in, okay? And I also have onions. I'm growing onions. My onions I'm putting over here and garlic. The garlic's underground, okay? Um, and that's going to be done all next year. See, like I took it all out here. All of this stuff is going to die. This is oregano. That's my kale. I think I want to grow kale probably in this area. But I just hadn't started. I don't even know if I'm going to grow it, to be honest with you. But I'm going to be prepping this area and this area for next spring and summer, okay? In this area. So the reason I rotate crops, it looks kind of funky, right? Yeah, I rotate crops. I don't do the same crops in the same area every single year. Learned that from George Washington Carver. Now this is an ancient form, but George Washington Carver um, is one of my favorite scientists back in the day, Black American scientist back in the day. Then he saved the agricultural landscape of the United States of America with crop rotation. Okay, so he's the inventor of it here in the United States of America. Um, and he saved this country's soil. But you never want to continuously crop the same crops in the same area. And so I had a lot of greens here. I'm just rotating. I'll be rotating, rotating, rotating. Like these right here, which I have to pull up, they probably won't be here next year. I've done this enough in this area, so I'm going to just rotate. I'm going to replenish the soil and let stuff die in the soil basically all over the wintertime. And by the spring, it should be ready. My first batch of collard greens that I ever grew started back there. As you can see, I have removed everything and placed them over here where the tomatoes used to be. But here's going to be my collard greens. This is going to supply my family with greens. Um, as you can see, there's lots of places, loads of places where you can put onions. You can scatter onions all about. It doesn't even matter. And you'll have onions and you'll have garlic all in the same area. And it'll actually help with the collard greens. Okay, and bugs, which there aren't that many bugs in the wintertime anyway. But when summer comes, you'll definitely be prepared for the bugs. And you'll have a lot of other things in here that will help keep the bugs away. As you can see, I still got to take the tomatoes out. My tomatoes were here before I did all this. My tomatoes are gone. I just went ahead and ripped them out because they were still growing, and I was like, okay, no, I got to get my collard greens in here. So it's right here. Boujal. I got to get that out. So all you want to do for these, if you want something just really, really quick, you go to the grocery store. You go to the grocery store and grab some green onions, right? As you can see, this one's already, they grow fast. This one's already grown up out of it, okay? But you get some green onions, you chop them off, you use them, you cook up with them, and you just put them in your yard, okay? Scatter them all over here, okay? And they're going to just keep you with onions forever, okay? I think I placed my garlic right here in a row, and there's another one over here in a row. You just can't see it yet. But these collard greens are going to last throughout the summer, throughout the fall again, throughout. And when they're growing, you want to make sure you get the seeds from them, okay? Because I don't know if y'all know it or not, but they're going to be taking those seeds away. The government is getting real ruthless. So make sure you get your seeds, have all your vegetables and fruit go to seed and keep the seeds, okay? Keep them. I decided to put my lettuce here. I dug up some of them or whatever, and I put them right here. And I replanted. And I actually went and bought some, but they're here in pots. Okay. Now the reason I put my lettuce in pots this time is so I can move them the freak out of the sunlight. Okay, because the sun gets really, really hot in my backyard. I don't give a flip what time of year it is. Okay, but it'll make the lettuce go to seed, and I don't want that. So I'll just pick up these like later on in the afternoon, and I'll move them to a shaded spot. That way I can control the bolting. Okay. Same thing with this. I can give it shade real quick because I have this little net. Not a net, but it's really made for tomatoes. I just use it. This little gate. It's a tomato gate. or whatever you call those things. I put it around there and I'll just drape the top and it'll spare the sunlight on it. I'll do that in the afternoon or when I think the sun is too hot. Build it yourself. This is a UV blocker or whatever, and you'll still get sun. Sorry about the dog. I don't have a dog. That's my neighbor's dog. And basically, you just tie it up like with a little strap like this, or roll it up. And in the afternoon, if too much sun gets on it, you can just bring it down like that. But everything is pretty much protected. It goes all the way around. You can buy this from any Lowe's or whatever. This is used as also an overwinter, like a frost protector. Um, I won't be using it this year really for a frost protection. I'm using it to block out this freaking sun. But yeah, that's what it looks like.